some help in the secondary.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Malik Neighbors with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him. What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Running left is Tracy. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Saints at 5-7 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll hand it to Tracy. And bulldozing his way through. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw is Milton. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back up. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And some room to run now. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. On to give, it's Tracy. 4 yards on the pickup, it'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Milton now to throw. He has Hyatt over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's Milton. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tracy trying the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Lawrence. And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Lawrence will throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 2nd and 8. Now Milton. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Milton. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Throwing is Milton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Milton, he's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll go again with Tracy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Milton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 now with a sack, good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That's complete right around the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Malik Neighbors from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Milton. And he'll find Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Milton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
That's good for our Saints.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Milton escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 91 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
To throw is Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability to... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Amari Barno. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Flushed out right. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Malik Neighbors from 13 yards out. And the Jags are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On the run is Tracy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Right back to Tracy. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Milton. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He gets it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.